Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi, my name's Jonathan. This is my first Let's Play. I'm showing off Star Trek 25th Anniversary, the CD-ROM edition for MS-DOS. Came out in 1992, and it was one of my favorite games as a kid growing up. I guess I would have been 9 years old? No, 92. Yeah, 9 years old when it came out.
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
First we do a bit of a combat tutorial against another Federation starship.
Target analysis off.
Looks like we've done significant damage to them.
Target analysis off.
Computer estimates the Republic is crippled, Captain.
Captain Patterson extends his congratulations, sir.
Lowering shields and disarming weapons.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Okay, sounds like a mission of mercy here. Let's talk to Spock.
I advise referring to the star map and setting a course for the Pollux system, sir.
Now, the star map is your old copy protection. So you had to have that, or else you'd just be warping to random planets and probably getting in battles. Let's see, Pollux is that one.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Entering standard orbit.
Pollux 5 has recently emerged from an ice age, sir. It's spring at the moment. Cool, but tolerable. Sensors indicate previously documented flora and fauna. Nothing unusual.
Okay. Let's hail them.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angevin, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Before we go down there, let's do a computer check on some of these key terms we've been given. Pollux.
Pollux 5 system. An inhabited satellite of Pollux B. Pollux 5 has lately emerged from an ice age caused by large meteor strikes. It has recently been colonized by the Acolytes of the Stars religious sect. The planet is home to a wide variety of plant life, but insects and other lower life forms are the only known animals.
Let's try Acolytes.
of the Stars. Inspired by old human religions, the Acolytes of the Stars are a group of deists that have colonized several worlds in this quadrant. The Acolytes prefer a relatively primitive lifestyle, reminiscent of the mid-21st century Earth rural communities. Acolyte missionaries regularly assist nearby Federation worlds during times of need or disaster. Major Acolyte settlements are Nicolasi on Pollux 5, Germania on Maddox 2, and Kentigern on Haven's World.
Nicolasi.
Nicolasi, chief colony of the Acolytes of the Stars religious sect, with over 1,000 members. Nicolasi is isolationist by Federation standards, but has assisted disaster relief teams and geologic surveys. It is led by Robert Angevin.
Angevin?
Robert Angevin. Fully, High Prelate Robert Everett Angevin. As High Prelate of the Acolytes of the Stars, see Acolytes. On Nicolasi, Robert Angevin serves as political and spiritual leader for that religious colony. Angevin is the acting Federation contact on that world, and is considered by Federation diplomats to be a fair and capable leader.
And while we're at it, demons.
Demon. Mythological term for malevolent supernatural entities in the service of the devil, common in many mythologies and religions, most notably Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and Hinduism.
Okay, I think that's about all we're going to get from the computer. It's time to go down and check it out. So we want to transport down.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
The standard landing party of Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and a red shirt. Because always a red shirt.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence, and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
Aside from the starship combat sections, the rest of the game is more like your average point-and-click adventure game with your various commands.
I don't know if the problem is real, the result of a new illness, or mass hysteria. But at the very least, there's an injured miner who needs my help.
Doctor, you need to investigate the possibility of disease, mental or physical, among these people before we go chasing up the mountains. Prelate Angevin, may we see those who have encountered the demons?
They are already gathered in the chapel, and will cooperate in any way with you, first or on my right.
Captain, demons and supernatural creatures are, almost by definition, illogical. Yet it is evident these people believe what they have seen. Barring illness or mass hysteria, I agree that a real problem seems to exist.
I've never seen snow like this before. This is great.
Wow, way to kill the tone, Ensign.
You mean you've never built a snowman, Ensign?
I've never even thrown a snowball. Do you think anyone would mind?
Well...
Later, Ensign, we have work to do.
Of course, sir.
In case you're wondering, all the ensigns in this are staff from the Interplay. I'm not sure how many professional voice actors they got aside from the actual cast of the original series. But I recognize the names of the ensigns from Interplay staff. Let's talk to Robert Angevin here.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
You're given multiple options usually when talking. I'm going to pick the proper ones here, but I'll show you the ones that are not proper.
Most High Prelate Angevin, I am honored to meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil. Been seeing ghosts and boogeymen, eh? I find that a little hard to believe. I'm Captain James...
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell, this is the 23rd century. Aside from seeing demons, has...
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself? You're wasting the time of a starship capable of destroying this planet with campfire stories? No wonder you were dumped out here in the middle of nowhere.
William Shatner really delivers these lines great, doesn't he?
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Candry to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Candry was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive.
Okay, so there's someone trapped up in the mine. That's good to know.
Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
You look rather cold, Bones.
I'm not cold. I'm freezing. And that damn transporter just had to set me down in the middle of a snowdrift.
A centimeter of snow does not technically constitute a drift, Doctor.
And doctors say that patients complain too much.
Let's take a look here. What's this say? All mining equipment uses this road. That's pretty straightforward. So he said first door on his right. Okay, looks like we have another injured person here.
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
Brother Chubb, okay. Let's get out the medical scanner. We've got 2 phasers, stun, kill, science tricorder, medical tricorder, communicator, and med kit.
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
Well, that could be a problem.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
Well, that's handy. Okay. Let's see. Guess we better go check out that cave. See if we run into any demons here. Nope. But we have Klingons. And he hit the ensign.
You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
Fortunately, the ensign was just stunned.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Right. Let's get out our science tricorder.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain. This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial.
That's important to know.
This is a detached pan with some kind of circuitry in the palm, Captain.
So they're constructs like the episode Shore Leave. Let's see here. Let's talk to Spock.
Captain, I detect a recent avalanche approximately 6.2 kilometers away that occurred within the last 3 days. The mountain may be quite dangerous.
That's probably where Brother Kandri is.
Demons, Klingons, avalanches. What's next? The Wicked Witch of the West?
That is not logical, Doctor.
It wasn't supposed to be logical, you green-blooded falcon. Why does everything have to be so damn logical?
What do you have to say, Bones?
Well, we've seen Klingons. Now all we need is a few Romulans.
Control your thoughts, Doctor. There is a high probability that something here is using our own memories against us.
And what about you, Ensign?
I guess this isn't such a great planet after all.
Yeah, you could say that. Well, enough dawdling here. Let's grab the hand.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
We're here for some berries. And those are probably them, but we'll scan them just to be sure.
Jim, these are the berries we need to synthesize the hypodetoxin. We must get these to Brother Stephen quickly.
Yep.
You have retrieved a sample of berries.
Okay, time to head back. Gotta make sure that guy's infection doesn't get worse.
Good! You have found the berries. Bring them to my lab, quickly.
Okie dokie. His lab's the other building there. And I have no idea how he does this, but he beats us there.
The settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
Ardak 4, is that this thing?
Fascinating, Captain. It is an Ardak 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order.
Cool. So, just put those in
Nothing
there.
happens.
No, in there. There we go.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Okay, well, we'll head straight over there. But yeah, even though Star Trek the original series was way before my time, it was a big part of my childhood. I'm sure I'll be talking about that through this Let's Play.
Thank you. You're most kind.
Okay, so now that he's treated, we can actually talk to people here.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
Really? Okay.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
Interesting.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
All right. Let's talk to our landing party.
The medical methods of these people seem primitive to me, Doctor.
By our standards, yes. Here the acolytes prefer a simpler lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is one of the consequences. You know, Jim, they can take a captain out of a starship and a science officer out of his lab, but you can never retire a doctor.
Not the good ones, that's for sure.
My mom wanted me to become a doctor, honest, but I hated my biology classes.
So did I, but I became one anyway.
That is not logical, Doctor.
Neither was some of my professors.
My Uncle John lived with the acolytes a long time ago. He died in their service helping plague victims on New Ontario 6 20 years ago.
The acolytes did a lot of good work for the needy in this quadrant.
It will be good to help them for a change.
And if we talk to Kirk...
Just thinking to myself, don't mind me.
Nothing really. Anyways, that's a mountain up there, I think.
A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight.
Yep. That's the voice of the narrator. Anyways, let's go over to the lab.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
Let's take a look at this computer over here.
An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running.
Let's scan it.
A vintage 801286 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece.
1286, huh? It's a shame we never continued that numbering convention. I remember playing this game on my 486. Let's see, Spock.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Okay. Well, let's see what he has to say about that hand we found.
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hand.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
Let's take a look at this display case over here.
The glass case is locked.
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
Let's not be a
Yes,
jerk.
tell us about these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens? True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteorite. I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral specimen, meteor-fossil shells, one of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet? Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into mineral specimen, meteor-fossil skull of a small alien animal?
Okay.
The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Salatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs.
Interesting.
Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteor-fossil skull, twist of metal. This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go into mineral specimens, skull twist, or would you rather move on to something else? Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
Alright, now we can get stuff. We'll need that skull, and we'll need that twist of metal. There we go.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work and contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things. I think we could get along fine.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
Nah. Anyways, I think that finishes up everything down here. We need to head back up the mountain. One interesting thing I noticed playing through this again, that it kind of went over my head as a kid, was a religious sect, but all of the people here were male. It never really occurred to me to question that at the time, but now it kind of, you know, stands out to me. Uh-oh.
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it.
Okay. There should be someone here, right?
I'm picking up weak vital signs. If we don't dig him out soon, we're going to lose him.
Okay. Gotta be careful here.
Assume firing positions.
There he is. Let's not shoot him, and let's do a scan.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
And medkit.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Let's see here. Let's get the tricorder out.
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of. It appears to be a security lock designed to open the door when the correct handprint is registered.
Interesting. What's this flashing light?
Nothing to report.
Oh, well, we can look at it, can't we?
A pulsing red light is set in the structure above the door. This looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
Okay. Well, we'll try the Klingon hand on that.
The hand Scans circuitry, triggers a connection, and the door opens.
Alright. Looks like we can continue forward. Or, come on. There we go. What do we got here?
Many alien machines fill the room.
It's very descriptive. Let's use the tricorder.
It is an alien life support system, Captain, utilizing geothermal energy. It is still functioning, waiting for some sort of signal. Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere of the moon is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it. An eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel. This control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment. This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
Interesting. Let's take a look here. Well, let's talk to Spock.
Logically, the machinery is sustaining some type of life in suspended animation. If we can reactivate the machines, then we may be able to meet its creators.
I wonder who or what constructed all this.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
Thank you for your riveting commentary, Ensign. Anyways, yeah, so we need to fix whatever this is. So we've got to get the security lock open. So let's... Yep, yeah, alright, so sliders move up and down. Looks like they all line up in the center here, and that will give us one light.
Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory. I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, whoa! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
Let's show him the skull.
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions. I think I should return it to where I got it from. No, I want to keep it as a memento for myself. Of course.
Hopefully, the two religions can coexist peacefully. We'll see. And then we give them this.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Okay, that finishes up the first mission here.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Awesome.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
Wah, wah.